Hello everyone, it's great to see you again today in our series sharing simple, easy to follow gardening tips right at home. First, prepare a clean glass jar. Put a teaspoon of cinnamon powder into the jar and pour in about 500 milliliters of boiling water. Speaking of cinnamon powder, it's a very familiar ingredient in the kitchen but is also used by many gardeners in plant care tips. Cinnamon contains many naturally fragrant compounds such as cinnamaldehyde, along with several polyphenols and plant-derived antioxidants. According to folk experience, cinnamon solution is often used to help keep the surface of cuttings cleaner before planting and to create a favorable environment in the initial stage. Cleaning the cuttings before planting is always a very important step. Put a teaspoon of cinnamon powder into the jar and pour in about 500 milliliters of boiling water. Then cover tightly and let it cool completely before use. If you love roses and always wanted to propagate them yourself to have more healthy rose bushes, without spending too much money, then today's video is definitely worth watching. I'll share with you a method that many gardening enthusiasts often use, employing familiar everyday ingredients. While waiting for the cinnamon water to cool, we'll move on to preparing the rose cuttings. Choose a healthy, disease-free, semi-mature branch. This is a crucial factor in determining the survival of the cutting. Then, remove all leaves and thorns to minimize water loss while the cutting is still rooting. Continue by cutting the branch short to about 20 centimeters. This length allows the branch to retain many dormant buds for new shoots without wasting too much nutrients. Next, using a very sharp knife, lightly trim a portion of the bark at the base of the branch. This step helps the base of the branch make better contact with the solution and growing medium during the rooting process. Once the cinnamon water has completely cooled, use a thin cloth or clean filter to remove all the cinnamon residue, keeping only the clear solution. Then, take a clean, soft cloth, dip it into the cinnamon solution, and gently wipe the entire branch, paying special attention to the areas where you just cut. This wiping step helps clean any dirt clinging to the branch before soaking. Next, place the base of the rose branch into the cup of cinnamon solution for about 30 minutes. While waiting, we will prepare the lemon solution. Take a fresh lemon, wash it thoroughly, and cut it in half. Then slice it into thin slices and put them all into a clean plastic cup. Many people have asked me why I use lemon in this step. Lemon contains vitamin C, citric acid, and many natural organic compounds. According to the experience of many gardeners, diluted lemon solution can help clean the surface of the material before use. However, lemon is acidic, so it should only be used at a diluted concentration as instructed. Making it too concentrated can have undesirable effects on the young tissue of the cuttings. Add about 500 milliliters of warm water, stir well, and let it sit for about 30 minutes. After both solutions are ready, gently remove the rose cuttings from the cinnamon water. Filter out all the lemon pulp, keeping only the clear solution, then mix it with the cinnamon solution. Stir gently to combine the two solutions. Next is the preparation of the growing medium. I use coconut fiber that has been cleaned to remove tannins and impurities. Coconut fiber has the advantage of retaining moisture quite well while still ensuring good aeration for the roots later. Fill a clean plastic cup with coconut fiber and gently press it down with your hands. Note that you should only press moderately to stabilize the substrate. Do not overcompress as this will reduce aeration. Now, slowly pour the prepared solution into the coconut fiber cup. Moisten the entire substrate evenly, but do not let it become waterlogged. Use your finger to create a small hole in the center of the cup and gently place the rose cutting into it. Then, gently press the coconut fiber around the cutting to secure it and keep it stable throughout the rooting process. To create a high humidity environment, cover the entire cutting and the cup with a clear plastic bag or a clear plastic cup. This is a very important step because the cutting does not yet have roots and cannot absorb water from the substrate. The clear cover will help limit water loss while still allowing diffused light to pass through. After cuttings are complete, place them in a cool, well-lit area, avoiding direct sunlight and strong winds. Over the next few days, simply monitor the moisture level of the growing medium. If the coconut coir starts to dry out, add a moderate amount of water. Avoid overwatering, as excessive moisture can cause root rot. After about 10 days of care, if conditions are favorable, you will see fresh, green shoots begin to appear on the cutting. This indicates that the cutting is still thriving and adapting to its new environment. When checking the base, many plump, white roots may have formed around the cutting. The actual rooting rate may vary depending on the rose variety, temperature, humidity, and care. So, we've completed today's entire process. What I want to share with you is that propagating roses isn't just about following each step correctly, but also about patience and daily observation. Some branches will sprout very quickly, while others need more time to adapt. Don't be too impatient if the results aren't as expected, because each experiment helps us understand the plant better and accumulate valuable experience. Once the root system is relatively stable, transfer the cutting to a pot with good drainage. In the initial stage, I usually use clean river sand as a growing medium because sand is very porous, helping the young roots develop well before switching to a more nutrient-rich soil mixture. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel to continue following me in future gardening videos. I also look forward to reading your comments on the actual results after applying this method. If you have any good tips or another successful method, please share them so everyone can learn. The practical experiences of the plant-loving community will help us take better care of our roses. Thank you all for watching until the end of the video. I wish you much joy in your garden, success in propagating healthy rose cuttings with beautiful white roots, lush green shoots, and vibrant blooms year-round. Always give your plants a little time, a little patience, and plenty of love, because nature always rewards our sincere care. See you in the next videos. Goodbye, and I wish you many seasons of blooming roses.